She slapped the man's face madly, yet instead of resisting, he playfully asked if she wanted to hit the other side as well. Gently and tenderly, the man caught hold of the girl and said, "I suggest you use a stick to strike me, otherwise, if you hurt your hand, I would feel heartbroken." The girl stared blankly at the lunatic before her, unable to believe that this was the man she had once loved so deeply for decades. The girl's name was Iana. She had once been the youngest daughter of a duke's family, but one day she was framed by a rival house. Everyone else was slaughtered, and the one who desperately protected her escape was none other than her knight, Abel. Iana fell in love with the man who had given everything for her. For years she gathered her strength, until she finally possessed the power to take revenge, yet in the final battle, she suffered a crushing defeat. "I was also imprisoned by my mortal enemy, Rossel's family. As long as you beg for mercy, I will let you go." But this girl never surrendered, even if you will suffer from it. During this long period of time, Abel, the person Iana cares about the most, want to see you again. Missing all over the body. Until the night before Iana was executed, the man he was thinking about finally appeared. He seemed very excited. "I thought I would never see you again." But Abel's expression seemed a bit strange. "My dear Miss Iana, if you want to escape, I suggest you forget it. Your story is over soon, but I can give you a chance. I'm really curious. If you're given a chance to do it again, what will your story develop into?" Abel looked at himself, just like looking at a toy. She stretched out her hand towards Iana. "Come on, my dear lady. Sign a contract with me. You can go back to the past and change all this. There is no such thing as magic in this world." So Iana thinks. So Abel threw in his lot with the Roselle family. Was it all just to force me into surrender? Not so, miss. This is your only chance. You'll be sentenced soon. It would be too late to make a decision. He stared at Abel for a long time. "Reach out and grab the other person. Even if you betray me. But as long as the Rossell family can be destroyed, I'm willing to do anything. I'll give you all my." "Okay, miss. I've received it." Kissing her back gently. "Hopefully, in the next story. Miss, can you meet the ending you want?" Time and space began to be in chaos at this moment. When Iana opens her eyes again, the maid's long-lost voice came. "People who have been deceased for many years are standing in front of you." The face reflected in the mirror. "I was my youth. The Lahapu family has long been destroyed. My closest relatives who are only alive in memory stand below now. Brother Royd, Sister Celia, and Blair. Everyone is really alive. It seems that the tragedy is just a dream." Tears couldn't help but shed tears in her eyes. My sister was very worried and said, "What's wrong with the little girl? Are you feeling uncomfortable?" She held her sister's hand tightly, as if afraid that the other person will disappear. The door of the mansion was pushed open, like waiting for something. Iana can't remember what day it was. Those carriages stopped slowly. Duke Lyhap got out of the car. From them, they learned that my father had just returned from a business trip. He called Abel out. "This kid is his new knight. From today on, I will be the escort of the family. Please take care of it. Miss and the young masters." Iana thought about it instantly. It was a month after Abel became the escort. The Lihapu family was destroyed. He tried his best to control his emotions. Until evening, Iana was waiting quietly. If all this is not a dream, Abel will definitely come to find him. Those painful memories come. She was exterminated. It was impossible to escape the enemy's pursuit. Another man named the Pacito family. Know this. They saved Iana's life. And the prices. Marry the demented young son of the Pacito family. The civilians don't like it. The down-and-out nobles are just right. Iana swallowed her anger for many years. Even gave birth to a son for the Pacito family. The only reason that supports her not to collapse. It is Abel's unswerving protection. "Miss, I can't stand you continuing to suffer. Let's run away. Can we fly far away? Even if you fight for this life." Her love for Abel is deeply embedded in her heart. But reason tells her that she can't do this. Fortunately, a disaster virus hit a few years later. The Pacito family's top leaders basically died because of this. He became the head of the family by himself instead of his young son. Finally got the right I wanted. She finally had the power to fight against the Rossell family. Unfortunately, things went against my wishes. The final failure. The door was opened. Abel slowly came in. "It's not a dream. Abel, who are you?" The corners of a man's mouth are fun. "Who am I? I am the guard of the Lyhap family. Also, your most loyal knight, miss. Of course I have an identity. You can call me a demon. Can the demon turn back time?" That crazy expression is indeed a bit like. But none of these matter. I just want to know one thing. "Okay, miss, please speak. Why did you hide it from me for 13 years? I've told me your true identity until now." Abel tilted his head and seemed to hear something funny. "Because you didn't ask me again, miss." Iana is still in place. The other party's frivolous voice made her feel very strange. Clench your fist with force. A playful tone. "Miss, are you trying to ask me why I didn't help you earlier? You don't know. Devils like to read stories. But those fictional feelings are too tired. So I'm going to experience it with you myself. After all, you are the only heroine I chose. And your story is really interesting, miss. Want to reminisce for you. I think the most interesting thing is that after you take control of the Pacito family, I thought you could take revenge successfully. TSK, 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 it's really a pity." The girl's whole body kept shaking. Her expression was like the calm before the storm. "I thought you were by my side for more than 10 years because of love. Right, miss? I really love you." Iana couldn't help but punch the table. Watch me suffer. Do you love me that way? But the man smiled brighter. Trust me, miss. I'm sincere. As an audience, I have always loved the protagonist. Of course, the audience is the most indifferent to the protagonist. After all, there is no story of suffering. Doesn't it seem boring? But I don't think this ending is what I want to see. So I decided to give you a chance to change. Iana's eyes were stunned. If so, are you staying by my side just to watch the fun? Yes, miss. You're so smart. The girl slapped her in the face. But Abel smiled evilly. Do you need to hit the other side? She can no longer help but slap at the man, trying to vent your dissatisfaction. I love you so much and trust you so much. You've always regarded me as a clown. Her hands are already soft. Abel gently holds her wrist. How about taking a stick to beat it? As long as you can breathe. If it is injured, I'll feel distressed. The girl shook her hand away. Her mood calmed down. Abel, you know how much I loved you. But now I want to hit you. This is not easy to deal with, miss. Because I have to see the end of your story. And you rest assured, I will always be with you, miss. And will do your best to help you. Her smirk seemed to make Iana very uncomfortable. Now disappear from me immediately. Okay, miss. You have a breakfast break. No matter what happens, I won't leave you. The girl fell on the bed exhausted. Is Abel a demon? It's really outrageous. Don't even dare to write novels like this. But she soon came to her senses. Going back to the past has become a fact. So what I have to do now? How to prevent the tragedy from happening again a month later? I remember that day was not a special day. But at the dinner, my father vomited blood first. Everyone seems to be poisoned. Then countless knights broke in and started slaughtering. Every time I think of that scene, the fear in my mind cannot be dissipated for a long time. The key is to tell my father now. He probably won't believe it. Must take action quickly. Need information. You can use your future memory to reason in reverse. Several days passed in the blink of an eye. When the maid and Iana combed their hair, Albert is mentioned every time. Miss, do you know? The new one is actually really handsome. And very friendly. Iana shows a fake smile on her career. Then you may not know that those are all pretended. She sent the maids out. When bathing, she found the mark on her chest. Abel must have something to do with you. What a smart lady. That's the evidence of your contract with me. Miss is going to ask me for a simple matter of marking. Iana turned around. You said you would help me. Yes. My dear lady. She didn't forgive Abel. But at this moment, I must use all the people I can use. Let's protect your most precious things. Even if you are a demon, so what? Abel raised his hand gently. Black magic spreads in your hands. Although I don't know what you want me to do. But if the corresponding price is paid, I'm willing to do anything for you. Then please help me form an army of knights. Can be enough to get rid of the army of the Rossell family. I'm sorry, miss. I can't meet your requirements. The girls are confused. No, brother. You just said you'd like to help me. And I'm willing to pay the corresponding price. Miss, have you forgotten? You gave me everything when we contracted. Good boy, you're lying to me, right? Since you refuse to let me borrow the power of the devil, then you get out of the Duke's mansion. Otherwise I will tell my father that you are a demon. You shouldn't be able to withstand the stolen sentence. The lady also investigated my weaknesses. I'm sure I chose. So smart. But besides the two of us, no one can hear anything about the devil. Confidentiality is important after all. Iana is about to get angry. But Abel suddenly seemed to have changed his personality. He punched the black magic. Although the demon Abel can't help you. But human Abel is okay. As long as it is something humans can do. I'm willing to do anything, miss. You know the current situation, too. The knights don't want to listen to your orders. Because you are a young girl. And my swordsmanship is first class. It might be a wonderful effect to bring me around. More importantly, you have memories of the future. Extreme anger and determination. The girl doesn't know it himself. Abel is teaching her to move in the right direction. So my dear lady, can you consider bringing me with you? No matter what happens, I will be your most loyal backing. Iana feels like a two-faced person. She almost had an illusion. But suddenly the door was knocked. Sister Celia walked in. How does the new knight come in the little girl's room? The man leaves slowly. My sister thought something. She feels something is wrong with her little sister. Although he is pretty handsome. But you have to be careful about your words and actions. After all, you are an unmarried woman. The girl's memory is coming. She's meow. Almost forgot about this. That hateful scumbag. My sister asked her to sit down. Are the dress ready? Don't be late for tomorrow's banquet. Who remembers what happened more than 10 years ago? After hearing Frida's name, the dusty memory suddenly awakens. Even if I forgot the banquet, she will never forget Frida, the eldest daughter of the Rossell family, the heartthrob among the nobles. That is, a month before his family was destroyed, Frida actually invited me to her banquet. I am really looking forward to it. Finally, I can see the people from the Rossell family. In the carriage the next day, Iana brought Abel with her. The man doesn't seem surprised. Iana needs one too. Trusted escort pass. Finally got the chance to obtain information. Or Abel, go and put it. The Rossell family was assassinated. He thinks the other party will definitely not agree. Unexpectedly, Abel agreed immediately. Good boy, if you want to do stupid things, you're willing to try it. What Iana needs is the trump card to convince my father, including the previous 10 years. I've been thinking, why did the Rossell family target them? Because the reason why Rossell destroyed the Lyhap family was ridiculous. Say your father wants to assassinate His Majesty. It is simply impossible for the loyalist Lehap family. Your Majesty is the second prince now. Originally, he had no right to inherit the throne. However, the eldest prince and the last emperor suddenly died. In fact, everyone knows that the second prince is the murderer. But no one stood up. Right. Just because he is the only royal bloodline. Ayanna thinks the reason why the Rossel family takes action against him. First of all, both families are loyal ministers of the late emperor. The two families will be suppressed after the second prince ascended the throne. That's why Rossel planned to get rid of the Lihap family, one of the thorns in the second prince's side. He also handed him a letter of fame. Secondly, he can swallow our family's property to strengthen the strength of their family. Finally, when the first emperor is here, father holds a big fist in his hand, and the four of us siblings. No marriage with other nobles. So even if we are dealt with, there will be no consequences. Really worthy of being my lady. The analysis is very clear. But there is another possibility. Will the Rossel family just find it interesting? Ayanna stared at him quietly. Is it interesting? Just like you follow me because it's fun. Abel smiles evilly. What's wrong? Are you disappointed? No. No expectations, no disappointment. Although deep down he still seems to have a little expectation for Abel. That's not something you can control. You want to see the most exciting story, right? I will satisfy you. After all, we're just a deal. The kind that doesn't have to give feelings. The banquet hall is very lively. Ayanna did not find Frida's traces. A few nobles came towards us. Hearing Ayanna warmly. Take a deep breath. The performance begins. Show a charming career fake smile. Whose guard is so handsome? Seeing them surrounding Abel, Ayanna quickly makes room. You'll chat with the lady here. After all, you are so good at acting. It will definitely make them happy. He walked out of the banquet hall using the excuse of using the toilet. Little did I know that Abel was at that moment. A subtle change in eyes. It's like losing emotions. Ayanna doesn't want to waste time in the hall. Hurry up and find Frida to get the chance to find out the information. The corridor is full of portraits of the Rossel family. This despicable old man. Aunt Rossel, wait one day. I'll hang your head here. Suddenly a tender voice came from behind. I really hate that I was discovered just now. Turn your head and smile apologetically. Sorry, I just want to breathe. I didn't expect to get lost. But when he saw the boy's face clearly, another painful memory comes. The man's name is Arid, the youngest son of the Rossel family, a man who has imprisoned himself for many years. Meeting him for the first time before rebirth. It was on the eve of that war. He came to my camp alone, even urged me to surrender with shameless words. Because his brother has a low IQ. So even if it's not the eldest son, he also obtained the inheritance of the family. Eretz is also one of his most difficult enemies to deal with. In the end, he lost to his men. Unexpectedly, I met him for 6 years. Although he now looks harmless. But I want to kill him now. Unexpectedly, after Iris saw the girl's face clearly, the cheeks turned shyly. He stammered out Ayanna's name. Under the girl's surprised gaze, kissed his hand gentlemanly. Show that sunny smile. Long time no see. Miss Ayanna. The girl was shocked. Have you seen her before? Could it be that she will come back from the future?